Welcome to our podcast where we cover unique and interesting stories for you. In this episode, we will discuss China's deep-sea space station and its biggest challenge. China is building a space station, the only catch being that it won't actually be in space, but underwater. The government has approved the plans for this highly ambitious project, where a deep-sea space station would be built around 6,500 feet underwater. The station is expected to become operational by 2030 and is touted to be one of the most technologically complex installations ever made by humans, South China Morning Post reported. Oceans still remain a mystery despite scientific advancements. Exploring the vast water world requires humans to spend a considerable amount of time in the sea, which has not been possible yet. This is where China's deep-sea space station comes into the picture. To be built over 6,500 feet below sea level, the station will be able to house 6 researchers for up to a month. This will allow them to carry out experiments and explore the oceans and the hidden regions that remain out of reach. Researchers spending time on the deep-sea space station will target their efforts mainly towards one particular area: cold seeps. These are places on the ocean floor from where hydrocarbon or methane-rich fluids seep upwards. These cold seeps create a gaseous environment which is primarily responsible for the sustenance of deep-sea species. Studying these regions can also prove helpful in identifying renewable energy solutions. Life forms that exist around the cold seeps can also help with the dangerous oil spills. Scientists seek to understand how these microorganisms can help break down the oil spills, thus preventing other ocean life from being harmed. Monitoring cold seeps from a deep-sea space station will help reach the goals better. Since being in a permanent space will let scientists conduct lengthier experiments underwater and consistently analyze cold seeps, besides letting them in on tectonic activity and ecological changes. According to the website Oceanographic, China is aiming for a 4-pronged advancement in this area, combining unscrewed submersibles, ships, and seabed observatories for better results. However, political reasons might make China's task difficult since it plans to build this space station in the volatile South China Sea. Taiwan, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and the Philippines claim several parts of the sea, which might delay the process of construction. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay connected for more exciting discussions and updates in our next podcast.